I spent a lot of time living with PTSD and I didn't even know it. And I think that's really where self-medicating drinking became the issue for me.
That's what I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
because we talk about core trauma so much.
Yes.
And, you're on my mind all the time watching I watch the show and I go, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm putting some pieces together. I can't, think for you, but I said, I wonder if she had PTSD, because I've had plenty of it in my own life. And when you don't heal that part,
Yes.
it can come out with self-medicating.
Well, what happened was, I think that, this car accident I had in 1999, the kids were small. I mean, and I almost killed myself and the children rolling down the side of a mountain in the Swiss Alps. And I never dealt with that. And I think that, all the trauma I've been through recently, it just came back up. And it was like, oh my God, these are very much related. And I've been living with this and I didn't even know it, because nobody talked about PTSD in 1999. Nobody knew what it really was. I mean, I was living with it and didn't understand why I felt the way I did, which was awful. I mean, literally, I wasn't sleeping. I had, anxiety. I had a lot of issues that I just kind of covered up with drinking. And I think I'm looking at that now as like, Andy will say this to me. All the girls will say, Lou, you've been watching me for 11 years on The Housewives, now 12, and almost 12. And everybody's like, Lou, you're not an alcoholic. You had a really bad night. And so I'm still coming to terms with that and my drinking. And I figured out a lot of things, but it's done me really good to be sober.
And I said the same thing, Luann. I said, like PTSD, I thought that was just for, war veterans and things like that. I didn't know that it can relate to other aspects, other people in their lives, and how much that can affect you.
I mean, look, when I went to Palm Beach, I felt really weird. I didn't know why. It's not like I was crying over Tom. I wasn't, I wasn't like out drinking like, woe is me, Tom did this and that and the other thing. It wasn't like that. It was just really weird for me to be back in Palm Beach, because I hadn't been back since I'd been married there. And how we think we're invincible. We think we just can do and handle anything. Totally. And I put myself in a situation where I should have never been. I literally was in the same hotel that I got married in.
Wow.
What was I thinking?
Right?
What was I thinking? And that it creeped up to bite me in the ass, and it really was a horrible, horrible night for me. And I can't even explain it, because it was one thing happened after the next, that if one thing had been different, it would have never happened to me. It was just the perfect storm to make me stop, and I'm grateful for it, because I really got a chance to look at myself and figure out why I've been drinking